I think we just fell in love with them in the sense that we just so wanted them to be happy and productive and, well-grounded and have somewhere to belong and to feel safe, and that if that birth-parent relationship wasn't possible, then this one was.
It just means you belong somewhere, I guess, and that someone accepts you physically as well as emotionally.
That's it. And that's the thing, these kids so want a sense of belonging. And it's the love that you get from that sense of belonging. You can tell them all the time, look, you are mine. There's no way you're going to leave when you're 18. We are here for you forever.
Wow, I finally found like a family. I had somewhere that I belonged. It was pretty special, and
because we didn't think anything would really change once the adoption went through, but actually everything did change. Once the adoption happened, Shaye literally grew a foot taller. He actually grew a foot taller. He became confident. He made friendships. His things became precious to him.
I didn't think I would be able to adopt him because I was a single mother. So one of the meetings with docs, I just asked, is it possible for me to adopt Shaye? And so they said, absolutely.
And what I've heard anyway, there's cultural issues, there's system issues, there's not having a centralised focus, there's the fact that paperwork goes astray.
What unites all of us here is your sense of passion. How on earth can we look after our kids in the best possible way? I'm sure that we can get it right.
My journey has been to understand the impact of adoption on my life, to understand the impact of basically a family keeping a secret for 24 years and lying about my origins and not having any knowledge of where I came from and all the frustrations involved.
All of the evidence suggests that children who have no association at all with their biological parents generally yearn for some understanding, some knowledge of their history, and certainly, in many cases, a direct connection with their parents.
They are the lens, really, through which children come to understand their past. And that's fabulous for identity.
I've always had such a really good relationship with her. So she's always, we always have big get-togethers, and she's as much as a part of my family as my adoptive family are.
The kids would have, an awesome life, and we still get to be a part of that.
The greatest joy in my life comes at their greatest heartache. How do I not love the parents of my children? Because I wouldn't be a mum if it wasn't for Emma and Josh.
Deana has a comment that she says she adopted us as well as the kids.
It's true.